Have you played Sneaking for Xbox?
I've played large amounts of Sneak King, the McDonald's, or the Burger King promotional item. Sneak King for the Xbox 360.
Man, let me tell you, if McDonald's put that game out, it would make a lot more sense.
Why would that make more sense? Are you bashing Sneak King?
Well, I might be.
Do you not want to fuck the Burger King because...
Look, I own 6 copies.
Jesus Christ.
They're hard to get rid of.
I mean, that's true, but how did you come across 6 copies?
That's a story for another time.
They're like $20.
No, they're not!
No, you went to the fucking thing and you paid $20 and you got all of them.
No, disagree.
Yeah. No, you got all of them. You got all 3 of the fucking Burger King things for $20.
I've been to a GameStop and I picked up a copy for 30 cents.
Well, I meant back when they were, still coming out.
Oh, see, no, I've acquired them like a dragon's hoard post.
Ooh. See, that's where you went wrong, is because you had to have the magic of going up to a Burger King, window and being like, I'd like to pay $20 for 3 Burger King video games, please. You had to have that magical experience of begging Mr. and Mrs. Burger if you could get their fucking King games.
This is gonna be a long outtake.
I think my problem with the wiki is that I think they put some fan characters on there because I did distinctly remember seeing the ham murderer.
The what?
The ham murderer. The McDonald's character. He's not real. There's no way he's real. He's got to be somebody's OC.
Who's I am hungry?
McDonald's OC. Huh?
There's a character... Okay, hold up. Okay, I gotta talk about this. There's a character on the McDonald's Wikia.
Yeah.
Called I am hungry.
Yeah.
Eam hungry. I am hungry.
Yeah.
A short-lived McDonaldland character. And he looks like a, one of those old Windows Pets games.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He looks kind of like that, except, his entire existence is JPEG artifacts.
Oof. Holy shit, what the hell?
Not much is known about him.
Are you sure he's real?
Character description: green floating monster who eats anything he sees, preferably McDonald's food.
Oh, well, they probably got sued by Ghostbusters.
Has appeared in TV print ads for McDonald's from 98 to 99.
I do remember seeing several things about McDonald's getting sued over the years for their mascots.
That's hilarious.
I do remember that, and it was the same for Chuckle E. Cheese. I do remember seeing several Chuck E. Cheese mascots getting sued.
Jeez.
And I don't know why. I don't know what it could have possibly been. Fuck's sake. The research for this episode brought up a lot of dark backstory to these mascots.
Yeah, but then, see, the Hamburglar looks like a fucking incel.
Holy shit.
Do I have to bleep that?
What's more alpha than waking up at 3 a.m. and making pudding?
I'm terminating this conversation. I feel like any bonus or extra thought given into it will only take away from it.
Yeah. I think that maybe Happy being a soliloquy for minions is perfect because the minions are also millennia old.
Well, I'm glad that for at least one instance in my life, comparing something to a minion has helped.
I thought that it was very telling that everybody was that BuzzFeed wrote an article about Sexy New Hamburglar, because if BuzzFeed writes an article about it, it's probably wrong. So, just sticking that one out there for BuzzFeed, our potential sponsor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't you want to play your cards a little more close to your chest?
BuzzFeed, I love BuzzFeed. They're great.
Hire me.
I love them. Hire me. I love when they give people money. And I would like to be a part of that, BuzzFeed, if you're listening.
Sponsor FOD Podcast for your, clearly
we'll
safe for all
BuzzFeed.
Ages.
Yeah,
website.
We'll talk about BuzzFeed. We don't care. I'll fuck BuzzFeed.
I don't think there's any porn of the Sponge Monkeys. I can't find any. Alright.
Honestly?
Thank God.
Thank Thank God.
I want some... Okay, but this is a call to action.
Oh God, no it isn't.
All I want is...
No, it fucking is not.
No genitalia. Nothing actually inherently inappropriate. This is a very, very safe for work call to action. If anyone out there... I'm an artist, I get it. I know what it's like to spend hours on something and realize this is what you're doing with your life. But can we get some fan art of the Sponge Monkeys? Something? You can make it vaguely not safe for work in implication, if you so choose, if you hate yourself that much. I know I do.
You know, so... now I do want to see a sponge monkey in a butt plug.
Okay, now this whole bit has to be taken out. Because I don't want to see that.
Well, thank God I made that an outtake, because that would have been fucking rough. Good God. Call to action. Can we get some fucking Sponge Monkeys fan art? Colonel Sanders is like way old and way dead.
Yeah, he's the founder. So...
They also made like a shit ton of fucking... They made like a VR video game.
They did do that, yeah.
KFC made a VR video game where Colonel Sanders was scary.
It was a dark time.
Yeah, this is how we make our chicken. Make the chicken, peon! I
mean, that's just working in fast food.
Yeah. But... You sit there, you make $5 an hour, make the chicken. You don't get to take it home.
Colonel Sanders, no!
Colonel Sanders, please.
I've got family.
I have chickens to feed at home. Bring them into work tomorrow, or you're fired.
This is a really weird, like,
yeah, this is
detour.
A weird bit. This is a weird bit.
That was a detour that we didn't need to go on. Little known fact, Ariel actually just fucking hooked on that caffeine.
Fucking loves caffeine. Little part of the original, like, song, like, what's this, a fucking fork? Your dad, Ariel, your dad has, like, a giant one of those, how can you not even, like, guess what it is? You're royalty. And 2, little did we know that she collects coffee mugs because she pours herself a cup of joe every fucking 5 seconds to keep up that peppiness.
You know, it's actually probably likely that the original storyline for The Little Mermaid was about her caffeine addiction and how she wanted to live up on our planet, on our land, to partake in our caffeine. Yeah, but they were like, that's not going to work with kids. Kids don't like coffee. Coffee tastes like shit to kids. So we got to make it about love or something. We'll give her it's straight hetero.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We gotta make it about love, so we'll make the coffee into a prince and keep everything else the exact same.
Yeah, which explains why, like, you could replace Eric with a cup of coffee and it would not have made a difference.
You could replace Eric with a Keurig and it would be the same. The story would be exactly the same.
That's why, like, they did the she can't talk thing, because she wouldn't have been able to talk to the coffee anyway, so they needed to, they needed to even it out.
The person who did Ariel had already recorded all the lines, and then they were like, fuck, we can't make it about a coffee machine. Just, like, put a guy in.
Put a guy in,
whatever. Which also makes sense because at the very end where Ursula attacks the ship, that makes a lot more sense because clearly Ursula is also a fellow coffeeholic.
Yeah.
And she wanted that Keurig for herself. So now the whole story makes sense because instead of Ursula being like, duh, die... For some reason.
It's for that coffee.
Duh. Die, you caffeinated witch. That small red shit has better coffee than I've ever tasted. Slap her ass off the boat. Steal the Keurig. It's probably waterproof.
The Keurig?
It's better than fish coffee.
Better than... What's fish coffee?
Fish coffee is when you, like, take an octopus and you just fucking...
Wring it out?
Like a cow udder. You fucking wring it out into a coffee mug.
Okay, so far what you're doing is you are jumping off topic from the fast food mascot thing where we started on the Starbucks Mermaid, and instead taking several steps backwards into the last episode and convincing me of more reasons to fuck Ursula. I want to say kudos, but...
Is the fish coffee a benefit to you? Is that a bonus?
You just
That she,
compared.
like, takes
You
off.
just compared an inking
Milking.
octopus
Okay, no, you're right.
to milking
Yeah,
a
you're right.
tentacle.
Okay. You're right. Of course. You're right. No, I didn't mean like an octopus tentacle. I meant she takes like the whole fucking thing and she just goes.
I like that I had the visual, and no one else
Yeah.
will. No one else will know
Nobody else.
exactly what you just did.
Yeah.
They only have the sound to go off of, and the
Yeah,
light
it was-
context of which you've given them.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You did not enjoy that. The Pope walks into a thrift stop and bangs his popely scepter on the ground and demands one Dobby pussy indulgence.
The outtakes are going to be longer than the episode.
This is the fucking throne that we have gotten. We have the Dobby pussy indulgence throne. We own that scepter. We are the Pope.
I think we lost sight of the topic.
I think we did. Okay.
Somewhere along the lines where we became the Pope, I think we lost sight of what we were actually doing. Just thinking about it. Nobody's really seen Grimace, okay? Asking if you've seen the photos.
If you order 12 Big Macs at once, they have to take you to the shed where they keep Grimace.
I think about that post every week of my life.
It's so fucking good.